Good morning, dear children. Today we will continue our first chapter, Nature and Purpose of Business. In this lecture, we will study concept of profit in business and classification of human activity. In concept of profit in business, we will study profit in business, profit in economics, profit in taxation also. So starting with concept of profit in business, what we can say is in business, profit signifies excess of income over expenditure. We all know that profit is the main motive of any business, and every businessman tries to earn maximum profit in the business. Therefore, we can say that profit signifies excess of income over expenditures, and profit is the surplus that is earned over its cost. Profit is the surplus that remains after meeting all the expenses of production and sale. Profit is that amount which is left after doing all the expenses of whatever production is there, whatever rent they have to give, whatever wages they have to give. Whatever is left in the last is known as, whatever amount is left in the last is known as profit. Now you can say that profit can be of two types in business. First one is gross profit and second one is net profit. Gross profit is simply when you subtract the value of goods, the sale value of good. For example, if any commodity cost rupees, if you are selling any commodity at 100 rupees, and if you subtract from 100 rupees, if you subtract all the direct expenses means at how much price you have purchased that commodity, you have how much salary you have given, rent, anything, purchase price of that commodity, rent, wages, when you subtract, and then whatever amount you get is known as profit. Therefore you can say that gross profit, it is the difference between sales value of goods and all direct expenses. Direct expenses will include purchase of goods, wages, salary, etc. Next type is net profit. Net profit, you can say that net profit is the excess of gross profit over all indirect expenses and charges. Now when you have got gross profit and when you have got gross profit and when you have deducted indirect expenses, from that it will come net profit. So first you have to take out gross profit. Gross profit you can take out by deducting all the direct expenses, then you will get gross profit. And net profit, how you will get from the gross profit, when you will subtract all the indirect expenses like rent of the building, or any depreciation is there in the commodity. When you will subtract all these things, from that gross profit, net profit will come. Therefore you can say that it is the excess of gross profit over all indirect expenses and charges. Net profit can be derived by deducting indirect expenses from gross profit. And because because net profit you are getting after subtraction of direct and indirect expenses, therefore you can say that net profit is the real surplus available for distribution. Therefore net profit is the real surplus, and net profit is determined through profit and loss account. When you will study account, then what you can say, gross profit is determined through the trading account and net profit is determined through profit and loss or PL account. Next is profit in economics. Profit in economics, according to economists, Profit is the reward for risk taking and uncertainty bearing by the entrepreneurs. The person who takes risk, only they can earn profit, or you can say their reward is profit. The one who takes risk, their reward is profit. Now profit in economics, you can say that sale proceeds of good minus total contractual expenses. Total contractual expenses will include rent, wages, and whatever interest any businessman has to pay. Therefore, whatever sale proceed of the good is, when you will subtract rent, wages, interest, you will get the profit. In other words, profit is the income of the entrepreneurs after deducting all contractual expenses from the sale proceed of goods. Next, you can say that there are 4 factors of production. There are 4 factors of production in economics. You will study in economics, that is 4 factors of production are land, labor, capital and organization. Land, labor, capital and organization. The owner of land gets rent, workers, capital, providers get interest, and the owner of the organization gets profit. Therefore, you can say that profit is the residual portion after meeting all contractual expenses from the revenue. After giving all the contractual expenses, we get the profit. Next is profit in taxation. Now we have studied profit in business, profit in economics. The net profit of the business, which is calculated according to accounting, is not a taxable profit. When we are calculating in business, simply we are calculating net profit, then it is not a taxable profit. Taxable profit is what? When you give tax from the profit, we have to pay some amount of tax also. So from the profit, when we subtract the tax amount, then it is known as taxable profit. Therefore, you can say that taxable profit is equal to net profit of the business plus expenses disallowed by the authorities minus expenses and deduction allowed by the tax authorities. Next topic is human activities, or you can say that classification of human activities. This is very important and very easy also. Here, man keeps himself always engaged in some activity to satisfy his material and social needs. Therefore, you can say that activity is the symbol of life. Activity is necessary to satisfy human wants, which are said to be unlimited. Human activities continue throughout the life as human wants are unlimited. All human activities are constantly directed towards the satisfaction of human wants. Therefore, you can say that human activities, whatever activities we are doing, it is of 2 types. First one is economic activities and second one is non-economic activity. Economic activity, that type of activity which will give out money, is known as economic activity. Non-economic activity, which will not give you money in return, which you do for your own pleasure, for your own satisfaction, is known as non-economic activities. Therefore, human activities we can classify into 2 categories, that is economic activities and non-economic activities. So, economic activities are those human activities which are performed to earn livelihood. For example, a business person, a teacher, a professional, a sportsman, an artist, a researcher, a consultant, a worker, an astrologer. These all are doing work to earn their livelihood. Non-economic activities, the human activities which are performed out of love, sympathy, sentiment, patriotism, etc., are known as non-economic activity. You can see one example here. Now, a teacher teaching in a school, and now when a teacher is teaching in a school and gets salary, it is an economic activity. But when a teacher is teaching her son or daughter at home, it is not a economic activity. Why? Because when she is teaching in the school, she is getting salary. Therefore, it will be considered as economic activity. But when the same work is done at home and she is teaching at home and she is teaching to her son or daughter, that she is doing at home, and for that she is not getting any money. Therefore, it will be considered as non-economic activity. So work is same, but the purpose of work here both are different. There she is getting money and here she is not getting money. Therefore, teaching in a school will be an economic activity and teaching at home will be an non-economic activity. Now there are some difference between economic and non-economic activity. Motive is in economic activity, economic motive, and non-economic activity, sentimental. We do it for sentimental and emotional motives are there. Now, economic activity types are there that we will study. Its types are business, profession, and employment. In non-economic activities, their types are social service, charity, patriotism, etc. Money measurement. Economic activity can be measured in terms of money. Non-economic activity cannot be measured in terms of money. Now, relationship activities are related to wealth, and non-economic activity, they are not related to wealth. Financial consideration. Economic activity, they are directly related to money. Non-economic, they are not related to money. Satisfaction. Economic activity are necessary for livelihood, and non-economic activity are emotional and psychological. They give emotional and psychological pleasure. Source of initiative, initiated to satisfy human wants. Why we do economic activity? To satisfy our own wants. And non-economic activities are initiated to satisfy sentimental pleasure or emotional pleasures. Next is types of economic activity, that is business, profession, and employment. Now we will study about business, profession, and employment. Business we have studied previous also. Business refers to a set of organized activities for production and exchange of goods and services with an objective to earn profit. In the previous lecture, we have studied about definition of business and characteristics of business. Any person who is engaged in the production and exchange of goods and services with an objective to earn profit is known as businessman, and we can say that he is running a business. For example, any type of business, farming, banking, any type of business. Next we will study about profession. Profession, what we can say that profession is a specialized occupation. Profession is a specialized occupation. Any person who takes a special degree in a particular field is known as a professional. Profession involves rendering of personalized services by the use of specialized knowledge. Services rendered by doctors, lawyers, chartered accountant, tax consultant, engineers, come under this category. You can say that professionals are, they study in specialized institution and practice in their real life situations. And activity recognized as a profession is regulated by a professional body. For example, if you are going for accounting profession, you have to take a specialized degree from the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. If you are going for a medical profession, you have to take a degree from Medical Council of India. If you are going for engineering profession, you have to take degree from the Institute of Engineers. Therefore, profession, you can say that it is a specialized occupation. The person who is specialized in a particular field is known as a professional. Therefore, doctors are also said professionals, engineers are also said professional, because they are specialized in their own field. There are some features of profession, that is specialized body of knowledge, formal education, they get a formal education and training, they have a code of conduct, they have honesty and morality, service motive, professional association. Next is employment. Employment, or we can say that employment or service. Employment is an economic, again it is an economic activity wherein people work for others. When we are working for others, then it is known as employment, or we are doing service. People engaged in employment are known as employees. Those people who are engaged in employment are known as employees. The people get remuneration for their services. The people or the employees get remuneration or salary or wages for whatever activity they do. The remuneration can be in the form of wages, salary, bonus, commission, etc. Employment may be on a permanent basis or temporary basis also. Therefore, you can say that there are some characteristics of employment. The employees work for others, personal service they give, service agreement is there. When we work for others, we have a service agreement. We have to obey order of the boss or the employer. Minimum risk is there because we are working for others and the boss is putting the capital in the business. We are only working there. Therefore, my money is not put there. Therefore, there will be a minimum risk. No capital is required. Following rules and service, the employees has to follow. Therefore, you can say that economic activities, three types are there: business, profession and employment. Business, anyone can start. Profession, they have a specialized degree. Employment, where people work for others. This is the difference between business, profession and employment. You will go through it, the difference between business, profession and employment. This was the end of this chapter. Thank you.